So I saw online the last couple of days, first of all, that there is news circulating online about the Dundonald High School are now going to be bringing in halal meat. And according to this, it is on the grounds of budget restrictions. And I'm kind of thinking to myself though, like, if it's going to be halal meat, I don't think the majority of those students will be eating that, based on their assigned faith to the culture that they have here. And I saw, now this was circulating like about 3 days ago, and to clear things up, we've had a good old Belfast Telegraph to say that this is misinformation that's circulated online and it should be shut down or condemned. I'm thinking, okay, well, there's a Belfast Telegraph, they've given us the green signal, nothing to worry about, and all is good. But sure, we know that the Belfast Telegraph likes to over-exaggerate and, report bullshit above bullshit. So that was that. And I'm going to bring this all together, so I am, by the way. And then I was sent a picture of that there's this El Ahara festival happening for 5 days in Croke Park, Dublin. And this is Muslim orientated. It is expressing and coming together in one community of faith, love, and all of that there. And it does actually sound quite welcoming on the surface, but let's just sort of look at a lot of things in context here and perspective, all right? If it is the case that they're going to be rolling in halal meat, well, it's quite obvious. It's because of the growing democrats in this country, and if there's going to be halal meat, then that obviously shows that there is a minority which will then soon become the majority, and it's going to be a gripe about halal meat in schools, and then sure, next thing is it's going to be you can't have pets, you can't show crucifixes if you're a Christian, you cannot, let's say, have nightclubs and bars because the alcohol is a no-no. Let's say bring in close relationship marriages, okay, multiple wives and incomes, because you've married to 5 to 20 wives, and you multiply rapidly like rabbit, and sure, and that's all the expense of the taxpayer. Let's see, start taxing churches, if they don't want to convert, and have safety, and then sure, it's just ongoing, and you're going to be left in a situation where the cultural people are soon going to be a minority. Now, we are seeing rapid changes in our society with different people groups that are now, just ever since the scamdemic, the lockdown, we've all been told to social distance ourselves because we're all diseases among one another. To then all of a sudden we're seeing the floodgates open a lot more, and it's just so much more obvious. And we're kind of told, well, it's just because there's a financial and economic crisis, instability, so we need to actually have labour from other different people groups. Well, then you'll have to say that, hang on a sec here, the dental practitioners, the doctors, nurses, instead of actually letting them overseas, why don't you actually keep them here? Because they're known to their own people for treatment and all sorts of things. So why not actually keep them here and let them stay here so that they don't have to make that choice? Do you know what I mean? So instead we have some guy from the back end of nowhere. He's your new engineer. He's your new fucking doctor. You hope. It's just endless, and there's just so much. It's a mess right now. It is an absolute mess. Now, whether that school is supposedly that was misinformed information online, well, you're going to have to sort of say to yourself, well, then who would make up such misinformation and why? And of all people, to like Belfast Telegraph to give, to say that it's not true. So you kind of have to sort of, add these things and put them together to make sense. I'm going to go for breakfast soon. I just had, I'm not talking about it now. Now listen, yeah, well, I've had breakfast yesterday delivered to me, and I have noticed that the several times I've ordered Just Eat, it seems to be not somebody that's local to the parish, if you get me. And I think the hurty words stuff is kind of losing its flavor, because sooner or later these things are going to be so noticeable and so recognizable that even you stupid, absolute, low tier, shadow, no spine, lefty lunatics are going to realize that, if you are continuing to assist this, you are going to be the first to, you are disposable to these people, because it's nice to have a festival, and diversity is great, multiculturalism is our greatest strength, etc., etc. And sooner or later, a conflict of worldviews is going to clash, and it's going to start making a mess. You can sort of see what I'm trying to get at there. All this stuff that, oh, you're being so mean, you're being so racist, you're being so, fascist, you're not welcome here, really. So you are making a false equivalence by saying, speaking the truth and having concerns in your own country, and you want your way of life, culture, and traditions to be preserved. That somehow is racism. I mean, a lot of these places are not recognizable anymore. The cities all across from England, Scotland, Wales, even here, even in Ireland, and then a big time in Ireland, and then up here north, it's not recognizable no more. And while it is concerning, it's still not too late. But while it's not too late, it is serious to actually wake up and recognize, while you're watching EastEnders and watching those goofuses, bimbos, the Kardashians, there is major issues that's seeping in. I mean, some of these people who carry actually severe extreme ideologies that is not compatible to Western society. I mean, you just have to add it up. You know what I mean? And this is just concern. This is not hating or anything. This is actual major concern, because Like, one of my gripes in this whole thing is the housing crisis that we have. There's many people who have been waiting on the list to get a social house for years because either, different various reasons, the landlords are corrupt, they're not trustworthy, or it could be just can't afford actual other types of housing, And you see like these families just come in out of nowhere, and you begin to think why. Oh, well, it's because they do the job that you do. No, how's about actually sort of setting up local councillors, even all the way up to Stormont, should actually sort of fix the whole thing by making jobs more substantial. Stop ripping the hole out of people with the cost of living. I mean, it's just, I can go on and on and on here. I really can. And when I think a lovely place here where you can shop like Newton Arts, it's just a matter of time until once they're all spread out in different parts, even to the wee small villages on the coast, towns, cities, then they're just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And the West has to do something. Now, I've actually heard this guy, he's an auditor, he does lives and stuff, and he reports, but he says, don't talk about Christianity. Well, I believe in the transcendental argument, and how laws and things for the land are decided is based on the moral values of the Ten Commandments, which is from God, which is a reflection of God's character. So stop with that nonsense. But I'm going to do another video, so I'll do a review of the Toby Robinson demo protest. That's another thing too, actually. So, two-tier Starmer is quick to actually warn people who are coming over who are part of the speeches from other parts of the world, but he's very hush-hush about, all this influx of illegal immigration. Makes you think, does it? And then I'm going to review the March for Jesus as well. I may just do that all in one massive video, but I'm going to go get some breakfast here and do a bit of shopping, but that's just a bit of a rant, It's nice to have festivals of different cultures and celebrate them all, but you have to also realize too that most of these cultures, deep down, are they here just to integrate, or are they here to overtake? You know what I mean? And it's amazing how a lot of people actually get really shocked and wake up if something happens in one of the areas that they live or whatever. But these are very concerning times, and we need to really just get our heads out of the sand and just really, really see what's what. Well, I'm out of here, and all the best. Take care.